we all know, or we all should know, if you don't know, you're about to know, taxes are really your biggest expense unless you're actively setting your business and your finances up in a way to where they're not your biggest expense, which is what the wealthy people do.
Absolutely. And I will like say there's two things, two big lessons that quotes that I've got written down and I look at almost every day. It's to the effect that Henry Ford had someone in his office, and Henry Ford said to them, don't work too hard and so much that you don't have any time to get wealthy. And the employee looked at him completely bewildered, or
Yeah.
the person that was in his office, like, what are you even talking about? That always stuck with me. And the second thing was, and this came from a mentor of mine that said, everybody talks about how your money should work for you, right? Don't work for money, let your money work for you. And Robert Kiyosaki from Rich Dad Poor Dad, really talks about that too. But the one thing is missing. If the objective is to deploy your capital and have your money be working for you, don't let it be lazy. Don't make it easy on your money. Let it do like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jobs. And the other thing that I would also share, and maybe could be a third one, is money has to be positioned somewhere. Capital, right? We all need it. And I have gone through all the things. Cash is trash. There's inflation. The dollar's being devalued. I've said all those things myself. I understand that. You have to have capital somewhere as a business owner and investor. So where you position it should benefit you, not the banks, not Wall Street. Put it in a place where you get to benefit from it. And then one thing that I also wanted to share, a lot of business owners, and I see this all the time, their retirement, quote unquote, strategy is exiting their business. That's it. And I always say that, if you're an employee and you're working a 9 to 5 and so forth, nothing wrong with that. But most people in America and around the world, by the way, their retirement strategy is buy a house, pay off the house, and the rest put in qualified plans like 401ks, 403bs, IRAs, Roth IRAs. And then maybe as if there's a little bit of capital, give it to like a financial advisor that's a friend of the family or something. And that's it. And if the housing market blows up and the stock market blows up, you're done. It happened in 2008, 2009. There's no plan B or backup plan. The same thing I say to business owners. Business owners, their exit is, well, I'll just sell my portfolio of businesses or laundromats, or that'll be my exit. And that's my retirement, basically. What these policies do as well is you can structure it in a way, doing all the things I just told you. But on the back end, you can actually pull out retirement funds tax free from these life insurance policies. So, executive packages in Fortune 100 and 500 companies, they call it COLI, corporate owned life insurance. This is what this is. A lot of CEOs, you don't recruit a top operating CEO, you don't recruit them with a salary and a 401k. Okay, that doesn't happen. The Sam Zells, or he's a founder, but the people working for him and running his business, and Jeffrey Immelt with GE and so forth, like those guys weren't recruited saying, hey, come and work for us. We'll give you a good salary and a bonus and a 401k. No, how you recruit those guys is you give them stock options and access to load up on more stock every year and life insurance. Why? Because the life insurance gives them a tax-free retirement, a certain amount, which they negotiate up front. And then, of course, the stock, that's really where they're swinging for the fences, because of those CEOs can increase the value of the companies. Then the stock goes up and they make more money. So what does it mean for you listening that's buying laundromats and getting a portfolio of laundromats together? When you have something like this, you have a backup plan. You have a plan B or an additional income stream, tax free, on the back end, the back nine of your life. I don't plan on retiring, so I just call it's going to be the back nine, right? But if you need a income stream tax free, well, you have a plan B in place. And obviously the goal is never ever to touch it. It's to leave a legacy. It's part of the family banking strategy, which turns into the Rockefeller strategy, which we talk about quite a bit. So the plan is obviously not to do that on the back end, but it's a plan B. So it gives you a lot of clarity. It gives you confidence. It gives you certainty so you can swing for the fences now and build out your businesses and grow your portfolio of laundromats. And you know that you've got a nice cushion just by positioning capital effectively.